through background knowledge about Riaye for Riaye movement. Now, Riaye, people will be wondering, what is the Riaye? Riaye. But the Riaye is the acronym of Remo, Ijebu, Awori, Yewa, and Egba. The movement is the gathering of patriotic, progressive people across the 20 local government in Ogun State, home and in the diaspora. This movement is saddled with the responsibility of sensitizing, enlightening, mobilizing, and worthwhile orientating the good people of Ogun State. Praise my dynamic pastor. So, of Ogun State towards the patriotic activities expected of them by galvanizing support for distinguished Senator Olamide Adiola Riaye, FCA CON, in the forthcoming 2027 general election as APC candidate to emerge as the executive governor of Ogun State, hence to make Ogun State attain much greater heights and far more projected at joining forces to sustain democracy and unending legacy that Riaye promised to bestow on our state through the Renew Hope agenda of Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu. We are resolved as a movement standing at the advantageous position to mobilize the citizens of the Gateway State to appreciate from the positive angle the laudable program of the distinguished Senator Riaye as a well-tested and trusted hand, a man with intimidating and impeccable track record, an astute politician, a progressive to the core, a visionary leader, an apostle of good governance towards building this time around an unprecedented Gateway State of second to none in the history of a great country. So, in the furtherance of the explanation, Riaye is carefully and meticulously carved to form a kind of synergy among the socio-cultural and political background of a state. Remo, Ijebu, Egba, Yewa, and Awori. So I want to use this opportunity again to greet our distinguished leaders, members of the State Executive Council, members of the Advisory Council, senatorial and federal constituency coordinators, local government coordinators especially, because most of the work lies on their table. They are the grassroots mobilizers. They are the one that is going to hold the Riaye for Riaye movement mission. They are the one that will spread it across the world. So I want to welcome you, then our world leaders, if they are here, the poly unit coordinators, esteemed stakeholders, and our dedicated members, ladies and gentlemen, and all the invited stakeholders. Good afternoon. It is with profound gratitude to Almighty God and a deep sense of responsibility that I warmly welcome you all to this historic state strategic stakeholders meeting of Riaye for Riaye movement. Permit me, on behalf of the leadership of our great movement, to express my sincere appreciation for your unwavering commitment, sacrifices, and dedication to our collective vision. Your presence here, I want to assure you, today is a clear demonstration of your belief in our shared aspiration and your readiness to contribute meaningfully to the future of Ogun State. Today's gathering is far more than a routine meeting. It is a strategic assembly of committed leaders brought together to reflect, plan, strengthen our structure, and prepare ourselves for the important responsibilities that lies ahead. We are united by a common purpose to build a disciplined, vibrant, and people-oriented movement that will effectively mobilize support for this aspiration of Senator Solomon Olamilekan Adeola Riaye in the 2027 Ogun State governorship election through lawful, peaceful, and constructive demonstrative engagement. Distinguished stakeholders, number one here is to unveil the strategic direction of the Riaye for Riaye movement. You know, anyone that wants to embark on a successful journey must know where it's heading. So the first objective of this meeting is to present the strategic vision, mission, operational framework, and long-term direction of our movement. Every successful organization is guided by a clearly defined vision. Without direction, there cannot be coordination. And without coordination, there can be no meaningful progress. By the end of today's deliberations, every participant should have a clear understanding of where we are as a movement, where we intend to go, the strategies that will guide our activities, and the responsibilities expected of each leader. Our collective understanding of this direction will strengthen our unity and enhance our effectiveness. To strengthen our organization structure, that's number two. A movement is only as strong as its structure. Any movement or any organization that has a shaky structure may not have a long span. It may collapse on the road. But our movement is going to have a very strong structure. Our success will depend on the strength and functionality of our organization from the state level, I repeat, from the state level to the senatorial district, through to the federal constituencies, to the local government. The main structure of this area, world level and poly unit. Today's meeting will further strengthen our organizational framework by clarifying reporting lines, defining responsibilities, improving communication channels, and reinforcing accountability to every level. When every leader understands his or her role, the movement functions with greater efficiency, coordination, and purpose. Moving to our number three purpose, to build capacity for effective grassroots mobilization. The essence of our presence here is a serious mobilization. The work ahead is a serious one. And I believe that every one of us, as stakeholders, we shall reach our destination. Just as our motto is, one voice, one mission, one destiny. So the strength of every political movement lies in its connection with people. This meeting is designed to equip our leaders with practical knowledge and skills in grassroots mobilization, community engagement, volunteer coordination, conflict management, relationship building, and effective communication. Our goal is to ensure that every coordinator becomes a trusted community leader who can inspire confidence, build relationships, and expand the movement's reach across Ogun State. Number four, to enhance lawful community outreach and voter engagement. One of our major objectives as the Riaye for Riaye movement today is to prepare our leaders for for effective and responsibility community engagement. Meaningful public support is built through consistent interaction with people in their homes, markets, places of worship, educational institutions, professional associations, and local communities. We shall discuss as a movement a practical approach to lawful voter education, respective engagement, issue-based communication, and community outreach that reflect our values of integrity, discipline, and service. Our responsibility is to communicate our vision with facts, respect, and spirit, while encouraging active democratic participation. In our number 5 purpose is to promote a unified communication strategy. Unity begins with a clear message, regardless of our position. In the movement, our communication must consistently reflect our values, maturity, objective, and vision. Today's meeting seeks to harmonize our messaging so that every leader communities with clarity, maturity, discipline, and accuracy. When our message is consistent, our identity becomes stronger, our credibility increases, and our public confidence grows. As our motto reminds us, so I've said earlier, one voice, one vision, one destiny. If I say Riaye for Riaye, the chorus, one voice, one vision, one destiny. Before I move forward, I want us to chorus this, our motto. Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? Shoti ya. Ìyẹn túmọ̀ sí wípé gbogbo àwọn táwa lábẹ́ òrùlé yìí tá a parapọ̀ mọ́ Riaye for Riaye movement. There must not be divergence view. There must not be discrepancies in our values, in our commitment. We must always try and endeavor to speak in one voice. It is in one voice that will give us a clear journey, a clear vision that will lead to where? Our destination. That is why we coined this simple and straightforward motto. One voice, one vision, one destiny. Riaye for Riaye! One vision, one destiny. Permit me to move on. In the number 6 purpose, we were going to define our responsibilities and operation priorities. Because leadership carries responsibility. There's no leader without responsibility. In fact, one of the moving engine of a leader is a good responsibility to always be there for his followers. Not to lead at the front, but to lead behind. God will help us. Before we conclude today's meeting, permit me, every participant should clearly understand expectations, timelines, reporting mechanism, and operational priorities entrusted to them. Our progress will depend not merely on good intentions, but on disciplined execution, measurable performance, and collective accountability. Every office, I repeat, every office matters. Every assignment matters. Every commitment and community matter. Today's meeting provides another opportunity to strengthen mutual respect, teamwork, trust, cooperation, discipline, and loyalty among all members of our movement. By working together with sincerity and commitment, we can overcome challenges and build a stronger organization capable of achieving its objective. Permit me to read the last part of our meeting today. That is the Papambari to present our strategic roadmap. Finally, today's meeting will present the strategic roadmap that will guide the next phase of the movement activities. This roadmap will outline our priorities, organizational milestones, timelines, grassroots expansion plans, stakeholders' responsibilities, communication strategies, and implementation framework. Meaningful achievements are not accidental. They are the result of careful planning, disciplined execution, and sustained commitment. This meeting marks an important step in strengthening our organization and preparing for the work ahead. Lastly, distinguished leaders, our special guests, and esteemed stakeholders. History remembers men and women who prepared diligently, worked selflessly, and remain committed to a common purpose. I encourage each one of us to participate actively in today's discussion. Contribute thoughtfully, listen with open minds, and leave this meeting better equipped to serve our movement and our commitment. Let us continue to demonstrate the values that define us: unity, discipline, integrity, respect, accountability, and excellence. Together, we shall strengthen our structures, deepen our grassroots engagement, and continue to build a movement founded on service, collaboration, and responsible leadership. Thank you for your commitment once again. For your sacrifices, I will never hesitate to continue elaborating on that particular statement. Your sacrifices. You have taken a serious sacrifice to have traveled far and near. Waterside, Songo, Idiroko, Ipokia, Imeko, Shagaon, Jebode, from all walks of life from Ogun State to come and be here today. So we are not taking it for granted. Thank you for your commitment. May God bless every one of you. May God bless the Riaye for Yayi movement. May God bless Ogun State. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Riaye for Yayi. One voice, one vision. Thank you very much.